Since you've been gone, things have gotten much worse.
So Gaia and Talos, they are of course their father and daughter, and they're also on opposite sides of that conflict between the skrulls and the humankind. How do you guys view this very complicated relationship between the two?
Well, I think there's a lot of history that we don't see in the show, but we wanted to have as the kind of the fire underneath this relationship that you jump into straight away. So Ben and I were lucky enough to be able to do some rehearsals where we explored those things and we improvised some things, and the viewpoints that came out, we were on completely opposite sides.
Yeah.
So you've got this very classic relationship of a father-daughter where there's a generation gap, there are some fundamental issues you're disagreeing on, but this is the only parent she has. I am the only child you have.
Yeah.
We got a lot to play with, didn't we?
We did. And I think the Skrull are a very, they have some very deep spiritual and organisational traditions.
Yes.
And, you know, we are coming at the same problem from a very, very different viewpoint. And I think that, you know, I think that I know best.
And I obviously know best.
And she clearly
better,
is in error, and
well.
no, you know.
So Ben, we in this universe we haven't seen much of Talos for the last 30 years, but he's been around. He's seen some things. So what do you think he was up to? Maybe he was watching Game of Thrones, maybe Star Wars.
Well, look,
if he knew what was good for him.
If he did, I mean, that's the thing about it. Look, one of the great things about Talos is he had an opportunity to go work on a lot of stuff. There's all sorts of things which you aren't aware of. He did. He shot a lot of different things because it's very convenient for him. He made an album. He released some of that stuff. I mean, in fact, the group that you think is East 17 is actually just Talos playing the different parts. You know.
Stay now.
Yeah, exactly.
Baby, if you gotta go.
And Atomic Kitten too. You know, he's also that band. You know.
Yeah.
You can make me whole again.
You can make me whole again.
And Emilia, of course, you are no stranger to big franchises like Game of Thrones, of course, and Star Wars. Like Ben too, he was in Rogue One. But this is your first time in Marvel, in the Marvel universe. So how was it for you? How was the experience?
It was completely wonderful. It was everything I was hoping for and more. Marvel are the best at what they do, and so getting to be a part of that family with this insane cast was just a privilege.
And Ben, I really, really, really loved Talos and Fury's dynamic. It was almost like a buddy cop movie. They were
very much.
Trading jabs at one another.
And there's an evolution of that, you know, because the event happened, you know, the Gauntlet event, that punk Thanos turned up and, you know, just blew the spot up. And after that, it was harder to get to hang out with him, I got to tell you.
Wasn't returning his calls.
Yeah, we find them together again, but there's a lot, you know, and you're going to find out some stuff about Mr. Fury that you never knew before.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
No, there really is. Look, for people that are proper fans of the MCU,
there's a lot.
They're going to go batshit, you know, and if you've never seen the MCU, you can enter into this very comfortable and confident that you're not going to be able to rely on superhero stuff to resolve the situations that we're in.
And Emilia, of course, basically an actor's job is to portray different people, different emotions. But now you are playing a girl that can play someone else. She can impersonate other people. So from an acting standpoint, how is that challenge like?
It's really liberating. It's very, all it means is that Gaia is incredibly observant. So she's incredibly aware of the situation, not only because she was raised by a general, so you're raised with a certain kind of heightened awareness of possible threats and action that might need to be taken place as a result of that, but it also means that you know exactly what's going on at all times within your periphery surroundings. Also, because she is Talos's daughter, who is a compassionate, empathetic, kind human, she herself has a level of empathy and compassion that is all constantly at odds with the desire to fight and be right and be rebellious and Do you know what I mean? So there's an awareness logistically, but there's also an awareness of the human that she is speaking to, or the person, whoever she's looking to speak to change into, to have an understanding of who that person really is.
Okay, guys, so our time is up. I really love the show. I want to congratulate you both and thank you for your time, for your attention. Hope I see you
Thank
next
you.
time.
Thank you so much, love. Thank you.
One last